Got him there. Round one. Are you the only Slayer character, man? Or the only Slayer player? The one proud finishman. So this lady's lost her mind, so...
Hail and hearty welcome, friend.
I can tell. Our doors are always open.
She's not going to be in the trade house, I guess. Round one, baby. What's that one? Yeah, it looks okay, just another Panther mount. Seems pretty low effort still. That's what they mean by her losing her mind. Last time you played was 4 to 5 months ago? Oh shit. Of this type of set? I'll 7 real quick. Did you... You linked me one before with one of your guys' matches. I'm guessing it wasn't that one. Cause you've linked me this stream before. Oh, Grandmaster's Calcinator.
See something you like.
That was even earlier? Oh shit. Time's flying, man. Yeah, I don't remember you making me one where you got destroyed, so... Boom, man. I could put this up on the side, but I'm just kind of watching the Guilty Gear. No, for sure. I mean, I'd get nervous too, man. I mean, it's like a big plan thing. It's getting streamed. It's not like, hey, Klitz, you want to go play real quick? It's, you know, you got a week. There's build up. It's good. I mean, if you ever went and actually did like a tournament, it's good having like experiences where you've got nerves and shit. For me, that'd be the biggest problem in like any big tourney. I get nerves pretty bad on stuff. I know I would with that. Problem is when I get nerves, I shake too much. It'll sort of like actually affect probably my ability to play a bit. Like not like a crazy shake, but definitely wouldn't be peak performance. Well, maybe playing more of them to get used to it. Get the shaky hands too, yeah. Same. Obviously. But yeah. No, I get the shakes, man. The jitters. And then you know that's just like affecting how you're thinking and shit too. But I mean, I guess having pressure though also gives people kind of that like focus, so some people it's good. I don't know, I guess it depends on the person. Taking them to town. Charming and entertaining. Oh, goody goody. Alright, well, we're now the Hortator here. The first lost sat. I'm still one around though. Fucking alternate, man.
Welcome, friend. You're nearly a legend around here.
Dude, just naked over here.
Friend.
Having crazy sex with this creepy old hag, man. Have fun with that.
I will listen out after, but make it quick.
I have a feeling you and I are about to become very...
This Gmod. That looks cool. Where do you get in, or are you just kind of like inside of it? Yeah, no, I get the idea. Inside. Not bad, man. You said they don't have any really good mounts for collectors anymore, do they? Or they never really did, but They still don't. Like, numbered achievement ones.
Three blessings, Sarah.
The pale white slayer though, man. Kino. They're all recolors. I don't think there's been one that hasn't been. Which sucks. It's been no, not even that. There's some that are just like monsters straight ported into mount form, but sucks because that's their most like dedicated people. I mean, that gets people playing, man. Like if you put a really cool mount that people want, like people will go in and do it. That might be more people that fucking resub. I mean, it won't be a lot, but best Slayer color. Looks like a proper vampire, man. It's one of those deals like I don't see why it's like can't be that much effort to Blizz. I should put like just one good one, man. It's a green fire Ravenlord. They already did the green fire Fellhawk, a Ravenlord. Blue Infernals maybe okay. So green fire Ravenlord, so it's the Alex Straza mount, but green. Fucking yippee, man. No, there's a fire version of the Ravenlord. They probably just redid that. Alex Straza's is... Or not Alex Straza's, what's her name? Alice Razor's? Alice Razor's mount is just a fucking fire Ravenlord, but it looks cool.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, no, I don't remember all the damn names and shit. Four to one, baby. Wish I could watch things easier when I play this. Is that all that's here?
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
So what do you want?
So what do you want? You not be a fucking bitch. I always hated mythic mounts. It's cool for those people, but they're not the only people who play. You get that for 100 exalted reps. Why do they give one for reps and not for a mount, really? It just looks like a Talbot. I think I have 100 exalted already, so I'll just get that. Yeah, see, that's a cool mount. Yeah, it's always annoying, dude. Like, I mean, I get it, like, rating's a big deal and the community keeps people playing, but they really, like, dick the people who don't, like, just raid. When it comes to decent looking mounts, man. They always go balls out. You know, they always talk about that like some casual friendly shit, but the rating's what gets the cool shit. Wait, I'm supposed to kill Gothrin, right?
You in.
Boing, 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 boing. Chop him with my fucking katana. You gotta tell Lost, man.
If there's anything I can do,
How delightful. Welcome. Welcome, if you wish to talk.
Like just the personal shit they shouldn't be talking about, or that nobody cares about kind of thing. These are trying to pull their Jeep out of the mud. Oh, it's a Jeep pulling a Jeep? Oh, the second lost set, man. That sucks. Yeah, I mean... Spooky, that kind of shit can happen anyway, man. A lot of just high-powered machinery just going crazy, man. Humans are fragile, man. Spooky. I don't know why people do that on Facebook, but I also don't really do Facebook, so it's kind of whatever.
3 blessings, Sarah.
I don't even know if Facebook's still like really that
I can
popular.
spare a few moments if you care to talk.
Not like it used to be. It's weird with Facebook because like why not just put that on something like 4chan? Because with Facebook that shit can be linked back to you in some ways, but I don't know if it really does that often. It's like I know for a fact most jobs check that shit. I was like, why even bother? Like, what, you just want to like tell your friend, like, get on fucking private chat, man. Fucking, I don't know. I mean, I guess nowadays people don't really care about that kind of shit. They just kind of do whatever. Get on whatever. Just with your real name and shit, and just broadcast every little thing about you. I mean, I've seen plenty of that shit too. It's not like something I really like seeing. I mean, I'm glad that Facebook's a place that you can do that. I think you should be able to fucking talk and do what you want wherever, but not everybody feels the same and they fucking check those things because of it. That seems like a silly place to do it. I don't know. I also have zero interest in Facebook. I've probably got a biased opinion on it. Okay, we are now the man. Look how the belt is way better. Those are good sets. I'm gonna watch them in a little more depth later. Oh, Mario Kart DS. That's cool. Wish I could have audio on while we had the stream going. I'd have to get on my phone or buy like a mixer. I played quite a bit of Mario Kart DS. I always wonder how they stream these kinds of games. Like, does the guy have to have something installed in his DS, or is it more? Do they run it through some kind of? All right, dude. Enjoy your bedtime. Godspeed. Yep, I will. Let's sell a couple books, and then Guess we'll move on to the camps. Or we could go turn this one in. Kind of a run. As I don't really remember where the other cults are. We'll just head back there then. Sell these books, then check it out. Look how little of a deal it was to everybody in this. I don't know if it was like the point. Like, just nobody cares about anything in Morrowind, or if it just didn't seem like a big deal. Like in Redoran, it was a bigger deal. Like, they actually thought about shit and talked about it, but everybody else was like, whatever. I guess that's about right.
We make a special trip just
When is everybody's a shitter? In Morrowind.
Where would you like to go?
It's actually kind of cool seeing Mario Kart DS. I haven't in a long time. I'm gonna switch the got my chat swapped with the video on. Oh shit, I'm gonna do the opposite. Alright. Let's turn on the Harlem. But here's a real question for people. Does having more skill in something just up your chances of doing it? Or does it change, like costs, like mana costs and shit too? Anybody here knows or cares? I definitely want my chances to go up, so I'd like to get alteration level either way, but if I'm gonna get held back by mana, it's kind of whatever. Even though I have Fortify Magicka by quite a bit. 95 points. Quite a bit, I mean it's double. Alright. Talk to her. Why have you not done it yet? What are we, like, on a timer? This really updates my journal, man. My Jiminy's journal. Oh, did you make any progress in Kingdom Hearts, man? bit into DDD. Oh, okay, cool. There's one thing I can say in DDD, to use the thing that extends the time you get with each character. But some people, maybe some people don't like it. I thought that was really good. I hated having to swap to another character in the middle of like a boss fight. You can just like extend it with like an item. I'm pretty sure the item's really common. It's good you freshened up. It's already hard enough to... It's not hard to understand, I guess, when you're playing it, but in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, like, I appreciate the gimmick, but you can just kind of, like, get rid of it anyways, so I almost wish it wasn't there. Like, they should have just had it where you just pick who you want to play as when you go to the world, and you go through it, and then you pick another one, you know? Like, you can just freely pick who and when and where you want to play. I thought the worlds in digital. DDD are pretty good. Anyways, yeah, dude. The world ends with you, dudes, or whatever. Whoa. Did you finish that level, or just done a bit? There's a couple of cool rooms, I thought. I liked all the maneuverability in that game. It's a lot more jumping around and shit. Still on it? Cool. Where do I find these people? They mark the camps. Zainab camp. Therabinis Bimsum camp. Whatever that is. I guess they marked them, but... Okay. At the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, they open the door to Kingdom Hearts and it's light. Same time as the door to darkness. I have no idea, dude. I mean, does it have something to do with the true Kingdom Hearts or whatever? I don't think they opened the door to Kingdom Hearts, was it? Like, legitimately? Wasn't it like the Arc fucking Nobula explosive sexy mode? Kingdom Hearts was like the real shit? I don't remember exactly. What is it that fucking what's-his-face Nort is after? I mean, I'm sure that was something to do with the real Kingdom Hearts, but... Or maybe it's Kingdom Hearts like corrupted? I don't know, I don't remember how it exists. Kingdom 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts are two different ones? Oh. Yeah, I don't really remember. One was a long time ago, but... That's right. Hey man, I appreciate it. I'm getting the education here. Yeah, I wish this chat box didn't cut off anymore, man. I don't know what happened with that. Just never stops being cut off now. Kind of pisses me off. Sucks. Good question, man. I don't know. I need to see the cutscene. Maybe I'd remember better if I saw it. It feels like it was just some chuny shit. Which one did Mickey? Mickey went into the door in the first one, right? Maybe it was just like theoretical, man. Like it's a good thing, not a bad thing kind of thing, you know? Instead of darkness and light. 7 pure hearts, yeah. And then the overall end game is having like the 13 warriors of light or whatever the fuck it is, and 2, I don't know what was going on. Yeah, the Kai blade is the thing, dude. That's the fucking thing. I'm gonna need an extra refresher before I go in, dude. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of refresher in the game, because in Dream Drop Distance, there's huge like text dumps you can read about each game. But yeah, the little stuff's hard to remember. Like, what is his face doing? The fucking... Oh my god, what was his name? Who was the professor guy in 2 who wore the face mask and he had like the big Ghostbusters thing at the end of it? See, like, what was he doing? I don't even remember. That was like a... Wasn't he like... Was he like shutting down Kingdom Hearts? Yeah. Yeah, the real Ansem. No, wait. Yeah, real Ansem. Then there's the guy who became fake Ansem, who also has nobodies and shit, right? Did Diz have any, like, actual, like, Heartless or nobodies? It was just his, like, pupil, right? I don't fucking remember the whole thing. And I might be getting into some DDD. I don't even remember, man. It's probably best not to even think about a lot. Xehanort Heartless was the fake Ansem. Xemnas was his nobody. Yeah. But Diz never had like a... He didn't have his own, right? It was just his... Okay. Real Xehanort, yeah. DDD is the biggest fucking whack job, though. That one's so fucking just... Like, they were all manageable, and then DDD, like, whoa! We're getting into it, boys. It's good times, but yeah, that one... That's why I didn't even think about the Kingdom Hearts 1 thing, is because I'm so far down the rabbit hole and other shit, I don't even think about Kingdom Hearts 1 anymore. That's why I don't know what people are gonna do, man. Like, I keep wanting to say Digital Devil Saga. Like, Dream Drop Distance and, like, BBS and shit are, like, such a big deal. And people are just gonna go, like, 1, 2, then 3. It's gonna be very disappointed. I hope the individual worlds are fun for them, because you're not gonna have a good time trying to piece through the story. Did you get the recoded story, man? Did you get the anti-digital Sora world figured out, man? And the whatchamacallit nominate bullshit? I don't know what the fuck is going... Dude, like, Recoded's, like, totally fine. You're like, okay, whatever. It's just some digital world. It's gonna be, like, a spin-off. And then they, like, try to tie it in like, a huge way at the end. And you're just like, God, I don't even know what's going on anymore. Like, fucking, what's her name? Maleficent and Pete are gonna, like, use it somehow as, like, an army thing or something. That hasn't happened yet. It seems more like it's gonna be like a Maleficent Pete thing, but I feel like they just might ignore it. So remember about everyone or something? Yeah. It's to pretty much lore drop him on everything that's happened. Right? Because they need to somehow tie these like random ass games in, and I don't know, man. The whole thing is just... I don't even remember every piece. I'm really gonna have to like re-go through a lot
We
of
make
it.
a special trip just for you.
Let me go back here. Let me start going to fucking whatchamacallit. Where are the camps at? Arabani Masu camp. There's a camp. Those are the 3 camps. Let's start with Talmora.
I have a feeling you and I are about to.
Yeah, I love that they just had to make that like
Welcome,
a big
friend.
deal.
The day is yours. What shall we talk about?
When we watched it on stream, it was just kind of like boring and like whatever. And then all of a sudden, the last 30 minutes in my like sleep-induced, craze, manic something, I'm just like, whoa, what's going on? Yo, Zach was a fucking player, man. He should have fucking started chomping on his fucking hot dog when he asked her. Am I thinking of the wrong Zach? I think of Zach, I think of the FF8 Zach. Which Zach was in BBS? That's Zach. Oh, that's Zach, dude. Oh, yeah, dude. He was a fucking player, man. That's the one from FF7, right? I need to play his game. Was Zach the name of the guy in FF8 too? What was the name of that kid? It wasn't Zach. What was the name of the guy with the fucking tattoo who was choking on the hot dog in FF8? Zell, that's what it was. Z name, yeah. Zach was cool. I really want to play this game. But I mean, you know how it's gonna end. I love that they had him doing the fucking like squat thing or whatever. This is wanted a hot dog and he got it, dude. FF8 had the best character stories. I think that was the worst part of FF8. It was like the characters were just kind of, they were whatever, man. Like they all had like the same origin story.
How delightful. Welcome.
And like kind of some of the same developments and shit, except like Squall and like Renoa.
Well met.
I was like, alright. So how much do you know about Dream Drop? You know any like the world or anything? I'm not gonna say, I'm just curious. How blind of a run it is. This looks like a shit. Like a straight fucking shite. I'm pretty excited for Kingdom Hearts 3 though. I hope it's cool, man. Don't know shit. Right on, dude. Full enjoyment.
I can spare a few moments if you care to talk.
Spare this dick. Oh, back cover. Back cover is a mobile. Yeah, it's the. It doesn't cover the mobile game specific story. It covers like a. It's almost like a. I think it's supposed to be kind of like a prequel in a way, and it covers like the beats that are important. I don't remember if the actual story for the game matters a whole lot, but it's like a fucking hour-long CG movie, and it's not bad. And it gets into like super ancient like fucking history. And I don't know. I don't know if you have to like go look up the cutscenes for the actual game. I don't think it would be a huge deal. But yeah, apparently it's just... It's kind of like a primer for the game, kind of like an extra. It was in the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer. One of them. She gets Norded, dude. Yeah, when you play Point 2, you figure a little bit more of that out. Point 2 is about her. Yeah, I mean, she gets Norded in that trailer. They just straight up throw you some new info. And then spoil that info like within like the trailer and shit. Like, that's a new thing. I was like, what the fuck? Oh man, DDD's gonna be fucking good, man. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on the end. I wish I could watch it, man. Or not on the end, though. The whole story, I guess. Yeah, there's a world list open, but I didn't look at them. Ones they've shown in the trailers, I know. But they have a complete leaked list of all the worlds, but I don't want to see them. The actual ones that are in the trailers are, it's like Pirates of the Caribbean. I think they're bringing back the Hercules one again. Frozen. I think Big Hero 6 has a world. Monsters Inc. has a world. Shit. I kind of want to look up a list of them because we were going to watch the movies for the things I hadn't seen yet. Yeah. The games! Dude, is there a fucking voice clip of that? The games! I was watching The Odd One play one for the first time last night. I just love the way he said it. The games! Yeah, I could go without Olympus Coliseum, but you know. Here we are. The safe place. Okay, I figured the tribes are gonna have an actual quest. Because they're only gonna have like one thing I have to do a piece instead of talking like 100 people. Yeah, I don't know. Like I want to look up the movies that are gonna be in Kingdom Hearts 3 almost, so I can just watch them, but I might just take a hit. I don't know. Like maybe I'll like watch all the ones that are in the trailers, but because like if I look up a complete leaked list, I'm gonna find out worlds I don't want to know. There's gonna be like in-game worlds I've nothing to do with movies. Like there'll be no surprise. But like it'd kind of suck not to know anything about a world going into it. But I don't know. I could at least watch Big Hero 6 and Frozen and maybe like rewatch Monsters Inc. or something. Yeah, petting those cute monsters for like fucking hours, dude. I just had to stop after a while, man. I was petting after like everything, man. Getting them levels, baby. Yeah, some people didn't like that part, but I didn't think it was that bad. You play like the little mini games with them and shit. Alright. Take shelter in the ruins of Al Daedra. East Lirani Indavel has come and restored the Daedric Shrine. Worshippers of Sheogorath are there. There's a limit in the petting sessions. I mean, they have certain G spots you can rub. I do think they start not giving as much after a bit, but I don't remember there being like a really hard limit. Cause I spent a long time in their G spot rubbing. I think they get pissed after like a really long time, but I don't know. I don't remember exactly. I don't remember having like a hard limit really. I usually just pet their G spot and ass load and then play mini games with them and shit. Dreaming for 20 years, yeah. I mean that's why I said I had to like stop. Cause I mean you can just do it for a long time. Get the stats and all that. But no. I wish I remembered exactly. But I just kind of felt it out. I don't remember it being a big deal either way. Shit, man, they weren't even like super necessary at the end of the day. I mean, I had just a lot of good ones, I guess, but like having like a million, you just got like your solid ones and you're kind of done. But if there's like super bosses or anything, I don't know. Okay. 4 Daedra Lords. Hosts of Dalgoth Ghostgate. Many of the abandoned Daedric sites are once again inhabited. Okay. I have to fucking lead her there? Can I just like set her off to the side? I mean, I guess I'll just do it. It's fine. I'll come back. Maybe, dude. I hope so. They really need it. It's like their biggest thing. They had a bad year this year. Like overall, they had some good games come out, but yeah, they definitely need it to not be like a 20-year developed thing. There's been so little word on it. Like it released to like a lot of fanfare at first, but then like, I mean, shit. Now everybody's just like, where the hell is it, man? I feel like there still will always be hype for it, but they really need to not spin their wheels, man. People are definitely worried it's gonna be shit. I mean, for good fucking reason, probably, dude. I think it's changed developers a few times now, and It's supposed to be in-house now is what I thought last I heard. But I don't know if that means they're like restarting a bunch of shit or what. I mean, it supposed to be like 3 different games and shit too. Like, yeah, they brought it back in-house and it's like 3 games and we've seen a little bit of shit. I'm all fine with them switching the gameplay style. I'm cool. I'm willing to try that. Yeah, we just need info, dude. So people like already fighting? What the hell?
Find somewhere else to die.
The dance. I just want to play it, dude. Seems cool. I could go for like an action RPG. Set in the old FF7 world.
Give up! Ooh.
Fucking slam this fucker, dude. That's what I've been wondering, dude. Like, do you think they'll do like a return to form? Like, cause people are kind of iffy on FF15, but like FF15 sold more than any Final Fantasy. They did cancel the DLC, so there is a certain part of them that probably doesn't care. But I feel like that's more the game as a service thing, not panning out, not FF15 not panning out as a whole. Wholesome vision that's seen to the end. Yeah, not just like, hey dude, you gotta do it for like a few minutes and then we switch developers on you.
I'll make this quick.
I'm here to make this safe, so I mean everybody needs to die. That's the bottom line. I don't know. There's no telling. FF7's always this like, or not FF7. FF's always this like less consistent series. They always just kind of like try new things nowadays, or try to go big, or you know, like 13 I guess was closer, but they started doing like weird shit with like 13.3 and like, experiment more with like open worlds and like timers, and 15's like a fucking like pseudo fucking western thing. Yeah, Dragon Quest, for sure, dude. That's like their most consistent. And it makes them money, man. That's why I wonder if they'll just like go with the Dragon Quest style or what. Like, I don't know if Dragon Quest, like, does Final Fantasy, like, would it make money if they did something like somewhat traditional? Yeah, for 30 fucking years straight, dude. I mean, it works for them. At least in Japan, and I mean, they still make good games. I mean, that shows you that you can make good stuff still. Even if it's like, you know, in an older style. See, like with Persona 4 or 5, I mean, I feel like that can kind of like show Square that you can still do like turn-based type of shit. You just need to kind of like bring those kinds of systems and ideas and like kind of spice them a little bit, different polish, and like those old games are still fun. There's nothing like fucking wrong with them. People just think that because it's old and it's turn-based and you can nowadays you can move around and do all this shit that they're somehow like bad. Yo, their composer's a fucking asshat, man. I don't appreciate how much of a fucking dick that dude seems to be, man. It's so annoying I have to take all of this shit off to restore my fucking powers, man. Yeah, it just seems like a not a cash-in, but just phoned in. That's my problem with a lot of orchestral soundtracks. Because a lot of the time it just feels like they care more about having an orchestral soundtrack instead of like having just something fucking good. Like there's orchestral soundtracks that are nice, but it's always lame when they just put them in just to have them in. But I feel like Dragon Quest, it's more of like a tradition thing. Yeah, exactly. I was gonna bring up Bloodborne. Like you can do, it's just instruments. It's what you do with them that's good. It's not like the type of music. But when you do this like really phoned in, like cookie cutter fucking score or whatever, it's just like, I don't know, like you've heard it millions of times in all these movies and games. Like it's just kind of lame, especially if it's like a tradition with Dragon Quest. Like we have to use this guy, you know, we have to fucking, it's what we've always done, you know, that kind of thing. That kind of mentality sucks. And I get that's what Dragon Quest is all about, is being like super traditional, but it doesn't mean there's not room for like bits of improvement, man. Yeah, see, that's good stuff. That's good orchestral shit. I mean, I don't know. There's a bunch, man. I'd have to like look through some shit. I mean, Morrowind's is okay, right? It's a little typical, but it's solid. I mean, Diablo 3 is a good example of just a really boring one. Most of Blizzard's new shit's really boring. Just kind of like that scored bullshit. Like how vanilla could we make it? Just really just no pizzazz, no emotion. It's just sterile. Sterile. That's my problem. It's like it's really fucking sterile fucking soundtracks, dude. Just to have an orchestral score. Yeah, she does nice stuff. Yeah, no, absolutely, I agree. Take the words right out of my mouth. That's the thing is it's a Hollywood. I feel like the roots of the OST problem are like in Hollywood. Like I'll see a lot of fucking composers. You'll get some composers. I don't remember the name, so take it as you will. But who talk about they're like, oh yeah, you know, like some of them do games because they can't get in like movies and shit. So you get some of those that are like they want to be like movies, so they're doing movie-esque things. You get games that are trying to be more Hollywood, you know, more movie-like. What's an easy way to do that? That's like mindless. You make a fucking orchestral soundtrack, you know, like that's just what they do. Like Hollywood has scores and shit. But the thing is, there's a lot of good fucking Hollywood movies and just movies in general that don't just like use that kind of shit. I mean, think of like a fucking Tarantino movie or something, you know, like it's not just the fucking same bullshit, man. Like you can make good stuff without it. I mean, look at indie games, man. I mean, most indie games. One of the huge things on indie games is like good soundtracks. It always seems like.
You should run while you have the chance.
You know, like people like it, man. It's not just fucking. This guy had a Daedric shield, it looked like. I hate that these guys like share fucking shit here. I don't know. I mean, it works in some regards, sure. Like, it's not like I just hate the soundtracks, you know, like. But man, I just prefer them not to do the safe route. Like you can do fucking a good OST that's a little different, or at least tries to have a little emotion. Man, I don't know what it is with everybody who wants this like super sterile, safe soundtrack thing. Like look at fucking Persona 5, dude. Everybody's like fucking just dicks out, just fucking just coming for fucking Persona 5's music and shit. Like, I don't think there's like a big precedent for like having orchestral soundtracks. Like I don't see this like crazy success. Like yeah, it's safe. Yeah, it's probably cheap. Yeah, you don't have to think about it much. Or maybe it's cheap. It's probably not even cheap. But like, I don't think it's inherently like better. Bard's Tale 4? I don't know Bard's Tale. Has it got a good orchestral one or something? Integrated the gameplay? Oh, see, that's cool. It's kind of like a Mario Galaxy sort of deal when like you're picking up speed or doing weird activities, the music changes. Or more like per button press or some shit. That sounds cool. I like you know, experimental shit like that with music. And that's another thing, is it's really hard to like score a game. Like a score is when music goes directly with the events that you see, and like you can do that with cutscenes, but when you try to do just like songs that sound like scores as your soundtrack, it kind of just is like, it doesn't have anything. Like the song itself needs to always invoke like a certain feel or emotion or whatever the fuck. Like it can't just be like the motions of like a scored thing where like the events can never add up because you're playing at your own speed doing your own thing. I don't know. I've always had a weird issue. I think we've had this conversation since the dawn of time on this stream, but I've always had a weird issue with that shit. Damn shame that Dragon Quest is gonna be like that. It's probably gonna be like that for every single Dragon Quest game I play too.
Find somewhere else to die.
I love this fucking just Just straight fucking this weeb shit, dude. You know how the BGM can kind of tell you what the scene should feel like? Yeah, yeah, invokes a feel like you could almost listen to it on its own and invoke that kind of feeling. So it like kind of pushes the scene forward or enhances it. That's the thing, is like it should always enhance. I mean, music can carry, and I feel like it's totally fine. Like music has that capability, where a lot of people think like it just can't, it doesn't in games or some shit. Like they underplay like how important a soundtrack is. Like it can do a lot, but I feel like music should always, it can't just be the only part that's given any emotion, right? Like all style over substance. Oh yeah, dude, that's really cool. See, that's my thing, is like music should just be able to enhance something that's already good, man. Like I'm all for music taking the centerpiece and being a big deal, but like there's so many other things going on screen and shit. Like music isn't the story or something. Like the story has to be good on its own. Like the music can carry, but it's like at the end of the day it's still like maybe a shit story or a shit scene, you know? But like if you could get a really good scene with really good music, then like, oh man, you know, that's great. You can get a shitty scene with decent music and it still makes up for bad writing, but it's not like perfect then. I should always strive to do both, I feel like. But yeah, dude, that scene's really fucking intense, man. I think Yakuza, where Yakuza's goes really well, is like is it the cinematography? Like the framing and shit? Like it's all just like real fucking like movie like and shit, you know, like the frames are fucking all like all these nice angles and shit. They fucking capture, you know, all the faces and shit, and like all these fucking angles to like just enhance the fucking what's going on and the emotion.